Over the last few years, there's been a huge rise of producers making full-time income selling their type beats online through BeatStars and YouTube. Some of these producers are making up to $10, $20, $30, even $40,000 per month selling their beats. With that being said, is there some type of secret that these producers are holding back from the public? Today, I'm gonna go full detective mode. I'm gonna investigate. I'm gonna DM the top 100 selling producers on BeatStars and ask them, why are they so successful? So the first thing we have to do is go find some producers, and then I gotta think of a message that I want to send them. Get 7.4 million streams on their BeatStars account. That is just ridiculous. They must be making ridiculous money. So I guess what we're gonna do, I guess we'll hit them with a follow. Then I gotta figure out my message because I don't want to sound weird. I think I'm honestly just gonna try and be honest with my response. Like I'm just gonna tell them like, yo, I'm doing a video, because I think they would be nice enough to do it if it's like for a video, and maybe some of them even heard of me. I'm not even trying to be like big ego. I'm not trying to be like a dickhead, but genuinely a lot of producers that I DM like to send my loops and all that, they're always like, oh bro, I know you, and it's like, it makes me feel kind of good, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, what are we gonna say? Hey bro, I am a producer who makes YouTube videos about my beat selling journey. Saw you were one of the top selling producers, we'll say top charting producers on BeatStars. I said, hey bro, I'm a producer who makes YouTube videos about my beat selling journey. I saw you're one of the top charting producers on BeatStars, and that's super dope. I'm doing a video where I asked some of the top producers for one piece of advice and would appreciate your response. So my question is, what is the number one thing that has helped you grow in your beat selling business? And I'll be honest, I think I'm just gonna copy paste that to everyone. I'm gonna send these out and I'll get back probably within a week or so, just to see, you know, I feel like that's enough time. Everybody will check their DMs and stuff like that. And yeah, we'll see if anybody responds. So it has been a while. I completely forgot about this video, to be honest. In between recordings, I've grown a fuck ton of hair. I need a cut badly. I fully clean shaved my beard, if you didn't see that video, and then it's already grown back. So it's been a bit. And we got some responses, not as many as I wish we got, but I kind of ran out of people to DM. You know, I DM'd like all the big dogs, and like I didn't want to DM producers that were too small, because it's like we want the secrets from the top of the game. So we got a few responses, a few of them having like good follower counts. I think one of the producers had 20,000 followers on Instagram, so pretty big names, and we got some pretty good advice. So I'll start with some of the more simple responses, then go into the more in-depth ones. So to start out, from P-Dub Cookin', I think that's how you say it, said, hey, thanks for reaching out. I would say consistency for sure, which is something that I've always said. Pretty much everybody says that's probably the number one piece of advice you get, which is just be consistent. Thousands of producers at this point have started channels, uploaded for a couple of days or weeks or months, and see no results and then quit. And I'll say it time and time again, every single video. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but you can't fucking stop your channel just because you're not seeing results. I made a couple videos talking about when I restarted my channel, and now I think I shouldn't have made those because all you guys are like restarting your channels now, when that's not what you're supposed to do. Just because your channel's dead doesn't mean you restart it. I was in a very unique and different situation where it worked out to my benefit. 99% of you just haven't been doing it long enough to actually see the results. Just today, I'm not going to expose bro, I'm not going to put him on the spot, but I was inside of my Discord server, free, join down below. We have a community kit in there, a bunch of shit in there, and somebody was basically saying like, oh, I've uploaded for a couple weeks now, my top beat's only at 500, what am I doing wrong? And that's actually pretty good, honestly. Like from my recent channel, that was better than what I was doing. I only had like 100 views a couple weeks in, so everybody was telling him like, yeah, that's good, but he was saying like, no, Cypher has a beat with 1 million views. And dude, I didn't get that overnight. It took me multiple months of grinding, and then that beat didn't even blow up right away, and it took like 8 months of that beat being out to get 1 million views. So it's like, shit doesn't happen overnight. If you stay consistent, post quality beats every single day for a long period of time, then you'll blow up. From Ooh Boy, man, hard to say, but probably corny old consistency. Corny old consistency. I uploaded around 300 videos until it really took off, but ever since then it took off. It is still working. There we go. I mean, I said it took me a couple months to blow up. It took this guy 300 uploads, so assume he's uploading daily, which maybe he probably even wasn't. That's over a year of uploading. So it definitely takes a while to build some traction and start blowing up, but where the real skill comes in is continuing that growth. Because a lot of people will blow up and then they'll fall off. So I think where a lot of the type B game comes in is actually capitalizing off of that success you get. So Early game, it is consistency. And some people blow up faster than others, but you just got to remember that. Next one is from B Noise. Yo, what's good, gang? Appreciate you reaching out. I'd say the number one thing that has helped me is consistency. Again, we're seeing a theme here. I wasn't someone where music came naturally to me. I had to put the work in to get good at making music, so I chose to work hard and be consistent with it to get to where I'm at. Exactly. So consistent doesn't necessarily mean just posting a beat every single day, because you know, about 2021, I was grinding my type beat channel. This is when I started to see a little bit of success. I got a couple big songs and I was getting a lot of followers, but I wasn't really selling that many beats, and I was confused. I was like, why am I not growing? Why am I still stuck at this level even with like traction coming in? And it's because I just wasn't that good at making beats. Like, the beats were good enough to where some people use them and I got some records, but they weren't that good, you know? So what I neglected was actually improving my skills. You know, I was very consistent and hardworking when it came to posting beats every single day, but I wasn't actually improving. So, you know, if you're just posting mid beats every day, then who cares? As soon as I took a step back, kind of realized what the issue was, took some time to prioritize learning and improving my beats, then went back to grinding a type beat channel, I got way more results. I started making way more sales. With honestly the same amount of views, I was getting more sales per less views. So better beats just all the way have improved my brand personally. So being consistent doesn't necessarily just mean posting a beat every day, you know, consistently trying to improve your skills, consistently learning, networking, all that shit. So don't forget about that when you say consistency. Next, we got GC Beats. Thanks, man. I say the number one thing that's helped me grow the business is having a diverse catalog of different genres, because it gives people more options to choose from when they're making their music. It also means they can come back knowing they'll have fresh sounds and more likely to buy from you. So this one's actually a very, very unique one, because most of the advice in the type beat game is stick to one niche. You guys might have your hate comments already ready. You know, you might be typing already, and just slow down for a second. Slow down before you hate, because this is going to contradict everything I say, because I have always said that, you know, stick to one niche. You know, you look at my channel, I started one niche, but this is my take on it. You know, maybe GC Beats has a different take on it. I know some other people that are successful, like Jake Angel, we've had him on the channel. He has a different take on it. He kind of just posts whatever he wants, but this is my take on it. In the early days, when you're trying to establish yourself in the type beat game, it's best to go all in on one niche. For example, on my channel, I was strictly posting A$AP Rocky type beats until I kind of blew up. Then, once I already had a following, I branched out to other things. Now I'm in a position where I can honestly post whatever the fuck I want and people will watch it and buy it. So, in my opinion, in the early days, it's best to go all in on one thing, and then when you blow up, that's when you can start to kind of like have a more diverse catalog, because now you got artists coming back to you. You already have a consistent following, so you know you're free to experiment and see what people also like, which could then drive more sales long term. So I went from just doing A$AP Rocky beats, I then started doing Tyler the Creator beats. Instantly, my first ever Tyler the Creator beat blew up 100k views off rip. Got a shit ton of sales, my most sold beat ever, even though it's not my most viewed, it did amazing. And then from there, I just built a brand off of Tyler the Creator beats on top of A$AP Rocky beats. Now I'm also switching it up. I'm doing like JID beats, Denzel Curry beats. I'm doing Kanye West beats a little bit. So, you know, now I'm kind of just posting whatever. So I do think having a diverse catalog has helped drastically. And I'm also constantly asking my audience, you know, what other sounds you want to see from me? What do you like? Did you like this? Did you dislike this? And I think that really helps as well. Next one's from David Thomas. I don't know how you say it, my bad, bro. But I think what most people overlook is a good thumbnail and a good name to match it. That, of course, matched the vibe of the beat. So this is something that me and Jake Angel talked a little bit about in our video, and it's something that I do think a lot of people overlook. So this is a really good piece of advice right here. Let's say you have a very like calm, maybe a little sad beat, and then it's called like Turn Up or some shit, and it's got like a thumbnail of like somebody like partying and shit, and it's like, it just doesn't make sense. So you want everything to match. You want to paint a picture in the artist's mind, and then it helps them come up with the song better. So, you know, if it's a sad beat, you want kind of like more of a sad style visual and maybe like a sad title. So you want everything to match. And a good tip for this is honestly just copy the top people in your niche. See if there's a certain type of visuals that do well in your niche. So that's what I've always done. I've kind of figured out themes in my thumbnails that do very well. So I've been just kind of copying those, replicating those, and seeing what does well. Next one is from Reyes Beats. I really hope I'm not butchering these. I feel like I've butchered every name so far, but my number one thing has been the passion for music and making beats. It's like a getaway from the outside noise, so I just lock in and produce. So I would say the love for this keeps you consistent anyways. Otherwise, I would just say consistency. Yes, I'll say it time and time again. You have to do it for the love of the game. If you don't actually like producing, then what the fuck are you doing? I was going to make a whole separate video on this, but somebody DMs me about a year ago asking me if, you know, I could help them, like teach them how to make beats. Nowadays, I have my own program, so if that is something you're interested in, first link in the description below. There's a video you can watch regarding that if you want to learn how to start selling beats. But anyways, I wasn't doing it at the time. But I was like, all right, we'll see. Maybe I'll take on this guy's offer. And he was pretty much saying like, I just want to grow a music brand so I could like promote like my clothing brand or something unrelated to music. He was like, oh, I don't even really enjoy making music that much. Maybe you could just like send me your beats and then, you know, I could use that. And I was like, what? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, music is the absolute worst get rich quick scheme. There's so many other businesses you could do. Like, this shit is for the long run. It's for the love of the game. Like, you can't do it just to make money. You're never going to be successful. And there's so many other business models that you can do if you want to just make money. I wouldn't do music in that case. So I pretty much told bro, I was like, I'm not going to take your money. I'm not going to send you my beats. I don't want to work with you. Like, you're not going to be successful in this lane. Do something else. And another example, and don't take offense to this, but honestly, a lot of you guys out there, maybe not you specifically, but a lot of guys out there will DM me and they'll be very, very focused on like the money aspect of it, which is obviously, you know, we want to make money from our craft, which is nice, but they'll be so obsessed with like, oh bro, I'm not getting sales, I really need your help. And it's like, you just seem so needy and you don't seem like you're enjoying it. Like, obviously if you were making money, you'd enjoy it more, but you still have to enjoy it regardless of whether you're making money or not. When I first started making beats all the way back in 2018, I didn't know you could make money from it. I was just posting, I actually posted a couple beats on SoundCloud originally. Then I moved to YouTube. I did YouTube for a few months, just posting for fun. And then I didn't have payment links or anything like that. Somebody randomly DMs me saying, I want to buy this. And my mind was fucking blown. I was like, I didn't know I was even trying to make money off this. It just kind of happened. So yeah, there is no shortcut to make money. You have to love the game. You just have to do what you love. And that's another reason why I say don't do a certain niche for money. Don't do music in general for money. Just don't do it if that's your only focus. The final one by Prod IVN is the one thing that's helped me the most and kept me going for 10 years in the game, is having genuine love for music and the craft. When you do it because you love it, everything else falls into place. Just like I said in the last one, absolutely the best piece of advice from the video is just you genuinely have to love the game. And you know, this guy's been grinding for 10 years. He probably went multiple years without having like crazy success, and now he's pretty successful, I would assume. I mean, I don't know the guy like that, but you know, I saw him on BeatStars, and if he wasn't loving the game, he wouldn't have stuck with it for 10 years. So that's why I think in this case, it's especially shown, you know, to do it for so many years on end, you have to love it. You can't just say, oh, I'm gonna try this little music thing for money and then stick with it that long. Like, you would go insane. So I think those are some amazing responses, great advice. Honestly, stuff I all 100% agree with. Got some great takes from some bigger producers on BeatStars. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below what you want to see me do next. First link in the description below if you want to learn how to sell your first beat by me personally. Click here to watch another video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.